Going on then everyone, Blaze FM here. Welcome back to another episode of Battling with Bormley. Now starting as usual on the finance page, I want you to pay a bit of attention to this. Since last time, our finances have decreased a fair amount because I've decided to go for the league. I've decided to push a promotion this season, spending the remainder of my wage budget to hopefully progress up out of this division this season. So since last time we've played well. We've got a draw and 2 wins. If we start with the draw here, it's a very good draw considering Kidderminster Harriers had a penalty to win it in the 85th minute. They missed it. We're going to draw the game 2-2. Picked up a valuable point on the road there. We then managed to go out 3-2 winners against Wrexham. A very, very good game considering we were 2-1 up in this game. We were 2-0 up in this game and then they pulled 2 goals back and I thought, oh my god, here we go again. But Daniel Carr, the man he is, came on in the 74th minute and scored to snatch us a win. Wrexham played the better football, but we managed to come away with a victorious, which was very pleasing. We then got a 3-0 win against Lincoln City. We dominated the game really, 60% possession. We had 6 shots on target to their 1. We scored 3 goals. Lippman scored in the 85th minute and then Afori in the 86th. Thought, hang on a minute, I can do that as well, and banged one in for us. Providing us with 3 points. And we got a very, very disappointing 1-0 loss to Hemel Hempstead. We dominated the game and they managed to score in the 79th minute. I then went for the game. We absolutely murdered them. We just couldn't score. And they came away 1-0 winners. So if you have a look at the league table here, we are 6th with a game in hand. If we do win our game in hand, we will move ahead of Wrexham based on goal difference. But then we've got a further game in hand, which could see us rise up to 4th, which would be very good. And since last time, I talked about increasing the wage budget. I've brought in 3 players. This guy was available on a free transfer. If you just look at those technicals, 14 heading, 14 marking, 14 tackling, 14 strength. He's a perfect centre-back for this division. He's strong, he's good in the tackle, he's good in the air. He should clear any ball that comes his way. And he will be a mainstay as a centre-back. We are paying him a bit of money. He's on £550 a week, but he's only here for 2 years and he's 24. He will be here with us next season. Then we bought in Dion Conroy, another centre-back. I felt like our centre-backs were not good enough. We were leaking far too many goals, so I thought to rectify that, let me bring in 2 centre-backs. This guy is formerly of Chelsea, as you can see by his badge. He was available on a free transfer. We are paying him wages. We're paying him £550 a week again, but he's a very good player. He's 21 years old, 13 heading, 13 marking, 12 tackling, 12 strength, a fantastic centre-back for this division. And we then got an injury to Fanimo, so I went out and got someone who could play on this left-hand side as cover and to compete for his position. 16 crossing, 12 dribbling, decent pace, is a good winger for this division. So today we are playing Gateshead away from home as promised. Now here is the team that we're going to go with. Those 2 centre-backs starting on in the middle with Jordan Evans on his left-hand side. Although he does have 45 match fitness because he hasn't played all season. Fanimo, as I mentioned earlier, picked up an injury. He's going to be out. He was going to be out for a while, which is why I brought in a player to come in on this left-hand side because I just feel like we needed someone else to compete for his position. Because where is he? Mead, where's Mead? Well, Mead doesn't really cut it on this left-hand side. I think he gets like half a star or something. So it's just not worth playing in there. As you can see here, the squad is very, very bloated. I am aware that it is bloated. It's something that I will look to cut down. In fact, quite a lot of these contracts, quite a lot of them are on non-contracts, and they will be running out at the end of the season. So it should all sort itself out at the end of the year, hopefully. But without further ado, let's move on into today's game. Away from home at Gateshead, which is going to be a very tough game for us. Gateshead are a good side, so we're going to have to be at our best to beat them today. Sticking with this 4-4-2 system, I have been messing around with a 4-2-2-1 formation on a different save with some better players in a championship side. I managed to win the league with that 4-2-3-1 formation. Sorry, the 4-2-2-1 formations, which is something I'm probably going to employ as we move up the divisions. I don't think we particularly have the players for it at the moment, but as we progress, we will. start to employ that tactic. It is a good tactic. I managed to win promotion with a pretty poor Championship side without signing too many players. But if we focus on this 4-4-2 system, I do like the system. We've got two fantastic midfielders which run the midfield for us. As Holmes here with the corner, Shaw's going to hit the bar there, but White is going to clear it to Lippman, and that's going to be the end of the tactic. But as we're saying here, we've got two fantastic midfielders who run the game for us in the middle of the park. They can pass it out to our fast wingers and get in behind for our strikers, who also possess a fair amount of pace. Basically, in this division, pace is everything. Shaw should have scored there. Can't not be scoring in that position. He's certainly going to cost you in this division. I am looking there to get promoted this season. As I stated earlier, we're sitting just outside the playoffs. I felt like it was prudent to go for it because we've got to progress, and we are with the additions we made. I think we've got one of the best sides in the division. We're going to be tight defensively. We've got a good wing, good midfield, good wingers, a decent strike force. So should be able to go for it. Lippman's through here, and Lippman has scored. That is 1-0 Bormley. Again, I forgot to put on goals. Let me do that right now, so you can watch this Lippman goal. Hopefully. No. So, Gerling with the clearance here. Out to Kesman on this left-hand side. Kesman back to Conroy. Conroy to White. White to Bywater. Bywater's going to thread it through for Carr. And then Carr's going to send it over the top for Lippman. And Lippman's going to slot it into the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper absolutely nowhere. 1-0 Bromley. And we are flying again in this half. We're going to hopefully go in 1-0 winners at half-time, which is exactly what's happened. I can tell the lads not to get complacent. I feel like I say this a lot, but it is my first game of the day. I've literally just come back from the uni and recorded this episode to go out today. I had a very bad day. I've been in from 9 till 5 and not had a break. The joys of final year. But anyway, let's have a look at this pro zone. Number 17 for them has done a fair amount in this middle of the park, so we are going to look to mark him up. They are playing some long balls. I might drop a little bit deeper. Number 35 is doing a lot on this left-hand side. So let's first of all mark up number 17 and 35. They're doing far... Did I say... Where is he, number 17? Has he come off the field? He must have done. Yeah, he must have got an injury. So we're just going to close down... going to mark number 35. Is there anyone else there we could possibly pick up in the middle of the park? Number 2's done a loft down this left-hand side. I might look to close him down a bit, actually. I don't like marking fullbacks because you put yourself in all sorts of bother if you mark the fullbacks. It's going to drop a little bit deeper because of their full through balls, but other than that, we're going to remain exactly as we were. Hopefully we can come away with a very good point at Gateshead. Gateshead sitting 12th on the table. I feel like they're a better side than that. You will be happy to know that I've turned off my Facebook today, so you shouldn't have a debate. The debacle of last episode, which I do apologise for. I was too far into the episode to restart it at that point. Plus, I'd already started the game, and I'm not going to save and reload because what's the point in doing that? You're just cheating yourself and not playing the game properly. This is apart from that goal, this has been a pretty uneventful game, to be honest. Dunkley's struggling for a bit of fitness, so we might bring on a centre back just so that he doesn't get caught out, which he has got caught out there. We're going to bring on Rob Swain and just see his position because with that 63, he's just going to get a bit tired. He's probably going to put in some rash challenges. He's more likely to get himself sent off. Kesman's not playing too well. We're going to get Emmanuel on the left hand side because Evans has got that 45 match fitness. He's not exactly match sharp, so he needs to get that back before we can deploy him for a full 90 minutes, which we should be able to do in the next episode, hopefully. Because I do feel like he's a very good player. Robert's here with the free kick, but Emmanuel is going to break. He's going to pass it forward for Lippman. Lippman's going to hold it up. He's going to move forward whilst holding it up. He's going to have a shot, and that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. No idea why that was a highlight. Patterson with the corner. Shaw back out. That's a bit weird. That was an interesting corner. Not sure why you would head it straight back out to the guy who delivered the corner, but anyway, moving forwards. Carr's going to win the header. Cranston in the centre-back position to Ramsey. White in the middle of the park. Can he pass it out wide to Bywater? He has done. Bywater looking forward for Carr. Carr turns, passes it for Lippman, and Lippman possibly should have scored there. Fantastic save by the keeper, though. And they're going to get the ball back and hopefully look to attack us further. So McDonald's going to send it long, but Conroy's going to intercept it. Thompson's going to turn his man, going to pass it to Carr. Lippman Littman through for Thompson, bursting run forward, and Thompson probably should have scored there, but it's a fantastic block by the centre-back to keep them in this game. Bywater with the corner here. In for, and they clear it, but Bywater's going to whip it in again. He's going to get a third bite of the cherry, and they're going to clear it for a third time. We're going to move back onto defensive. This is a game that I do not want to lose. James White is shattered, so we're going to bring on Childy. Childy is the regen that I mentioned to you last season. Trying to give him more game time because I feel like he could develop a lot better than what he is, or that he could potentially get some money for him. So if we give him some game time, he can hopefully develop a lot better. But this game is winding down here. We are in the 91st minute. This is going to be a fantastic point away at Gateshead, a fantastic all-round performance. Hopefully this is going to be the final highlight of the game. Thompson breaking forward, in for Chidi to Carr, and Carr probably should have wrapped that up, but it's not going to matter. That is going to be the end of the game as the referee blows a whistle. That is 1-0 Bromley. We are in the playoffs, exactly where we want to be. Well done, lads. That is a good win for us. That is a fantastic win. We are sitting in 5th place on 55 points after 31 games with a game in hand. We win that game in hand, we move on to 58 points, and we will go above Southport, chasing down Forest Green at the league leaders. Let's move forward and see. We're going to bring you this Forest Green game in the next episode. I was going to do Mansfield, but this Forest Green game is going to could be crucial at that point. We could be a lot closer to them. So do not miss the end of this season, boys, because we are going to really be a title challengers with the signings I have managed to make, and we are flying in our form at the moment. But I hit a few stumbling blocks on the way, like that Hemel Hempstead game, but we are playing some fantastic football. So in that next episode, I will bring you the Forest Green game. Following that, probably bring you either the Ebbsfleet or the Welling game, and then we'll do Woking on the last game of the season, which could be crucial. Not something you're going to want to miss. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do not forget to hit that like button. And if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do subscribe. I have been a Blaze FM. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.